Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. And I have for us today a little bit of Tai Chi inspired movement to begin to warm up the lower body, core, and upper body, and also to work a little bit of balance and stability. Tai Chi is wonderful to work the movement of the body as we balance, which is great for working on our gait, on if we're outside hiking or something and we're on uneven surfaces of the ground. This will prepare us to keep our balance as we're walking and moving around. I also have for us a little bit of yoga sculpt. So I have light hand weights. I have 3-pounders. We'll be holding some yoga poses as we work through some strength training, just light workload. I also have a little bit of ballet bar and Pilates. I'll save some time at the end for nice deep stretching to work on flexibility. So I have a chair also for some balance and to simulate a ballet bar. I have my yoga block, strap, and a little bit of a cushion for the seated exercises. So first we'll just start on our mat in the long position for a little bit of a Tai Chi warm up. And so coming into what we call the wide Wu Chi, we'll take the feet nicely wide, even further than hips distance apart, and just settle into the knees a little bit. Lift through the crown of the head, draw those shoulders blades back, pull the abdominals in, slightly tuck the tailbone under, and just begin to move your body a little bit from side to side. So you'll notice that I'm not going up and down with my body. So I'm staying on an even plane, just going side to side. I could balance a little cup of tea on the top of my head. And just exploring how the knees feel today, keep them tracking over the middle of the foot, second and third toes. And we'll start to add an arm. As you bring it across, your palm faces your body, a little bit of a turn. And then the other arm, the palm faces your body, a little bit of a turn. And you can follow the hand with your eye gaze, either looking at your hand so that your gaze is close to you, or looking out slightly beyond your hand into the distance. Now, as the arm comes in front with the palm in, the other arm is going to sweep underneath. And then they switch. Oftentimes this is called cloud hands or a version of cloud hands. And maybe adding a little bit more of a turn, so almost looking behind your body. Shoulders are warming up as the arms lift, but not too high. Neck is warming up as we take that gaze from side to side. The hips, the ankles, and the knees. Take one more each side. And then sweep down. Inhale as you rotate your palms up, and exhale. So pulling in some nice energy, reaching through the fingertips. And you decide how low you like to sink into those legs. And one more. Now next time, as we gather this energy in, the right palm turns to face the ceiling, the left palm presses down, and then lower that right arm with you. Scoop in. Left hand presses up, right hand presses down, and lower. Right arm up. we're separating the earth and the sky and creating opposition in our tension. One more. Now this time we'll add a side stretch. So as the right arm goes up, left arm goes down, push the palms away from each other and lengthen. Then sweep that arm down, scoop energy in and up. Left palm goes up, right palm goes down, and press. So we're switching to one side and then the other and pressing opposing directions. And you're moving at whatever pace suits your body today. One more each direction. Right palm up. And then left palm up. And release that arm down. Now we'll turn our body to the right diagonal. So I'm going to turn my right foot out a little bit, my left foot in, and start a little slight forward lunging action. So I'm bending into that right knee and drawing back in by pushing with this right quadricep. My left arm circles and a soft block. Inhale, circle. Exhale, press. Now you can just use this left arm, or if you feel comfortable adding the right arm in, it circles and then your palm turns up as the wrist is next to the side of the body, or the elbow. Notice your spine rotating. Now we add a little bit of balance work with this. As the arms circle, step the foot in. So push away, step, and then lead with your heel as you press out. Step together, tap your toe, lead with your heel. Inhale, reach that heel out, exhale. So your left leg is doing a lot of the work here to support your body as you're balancing and as you're moving and shifting your body weight side to side. Two more. One more. Hold here. Now just shift your energy back into that back leg, lift the front toes, that right side, take a little bit of a stretch. So I'm hinging forward, so I'm feeling this down the back of that right leg, pulling the toes up to stretch through the calf. One more breath. And then coming up, shifting the body to face the opposite diagonal, turning the left toe out. And we'll just bend the knee into our lunge and shift back. This can be a small movement. You don't have to lunge really deeply, just shifting your body weight. Right arm circles and block. So when we block, sometimes it's known as warding off. So just think about what you'd like to ward off in your life. Maybe it's the COVID virus, warding off. Let's add the other arm in, circle, turn the palm up, press. Inhale, exhale. If you are ready for balance, step the left foot in, push away, tap the toe, lead with the heel, and press out. Now, Tai Chi inspired movement is very mindful, intent, deliberate, slow, and controlled. Now you might notice a difference from one side to the other in terms of your balance. Focus a little bit more on your core and on your breathing. 2 more. The last one. Hold here. Shift back into that back leg. Lift up the front toes and stretch. Just nice and easy down the hamstring. Maybe a little bit in the inner thigh. Pulling up the toes, we feel the calf. One more breath. And coming up. Okay, find your hand weights. And this work can also be done without the weights as well. Coming back into your wide Wu Chi. Toes turned out. Bring the weights right in front of you. We'll pulse 3, 2, 1, and up. And up. Pulse 3, 2, 1. So with the arms, we'll do a variation of exercises here to strengthen the upper body. Exercise number 1 is a lateral raise. 3, 2, 1. Open out. Not lifting the arms too high, just a little bit under that shoulder level. Now, if your weights are pretty light, you can go with arms nice and straight as you open. If your weights are heavier, maybe bend your elbows and shorten the lever. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3 more. 2. Last one. Just the legs. 3, 2, 1. New movement, turn the palms to face towards you. Upright row. 3, 2, 1. Pull it up. Now this is a very similar movement to our lateral raise. Elbows are coming up and out to the side. No higher than shoulder height. Exhale. Good job. We have 3 more with the upright row. And 2. We should be feeling those legs by now. Last one. Just the legs, no arms. New arms is a front raise. We pulse 3, 2, 1, raise to the front. Now your palms can be facing the floor, or you can do this in a thumbs up position, palms facing towards each other. Pulse, 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 and up. Nicely done. Breathing. 3 more on the front raise. Down, 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 and forward. 2 more. Ooh, 1 more. Just the legs. 3, 2, 1. Keep it going, but if you need to take a break, I want you to do that as well. We have 1 more arm exercise. Overhead press. Push it up, down 3. Now when your arms are in this position, make a W shape with your arms. So your elbows are a little bit lower than your shoulders. So not what we call the goalpost, but a little W movement. My Pilates class, we determined that this is Wonder Woman arms. Yes. Gotta give that to Melissa Borman. 3 more. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Press up. 2 more. Ooh, this is a lot of endurance on the legs. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Just the legs. 3, 2, 1. Just 2 more to finish out our sequence. Breathing 1 more time. 3, 2, 1. Close in. Good. Step the feet back together, either tight together or hips distance apart. We're going to come into chair pose with front raise arms. So we sit down into chair and come up. Down to chair and up. Hips sit back. Now notice I'm not bringing my arms behind my body. I'm stopping right next to the hips. Good. Down and up. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Now just hold the chair down into position. Bring your elbows up behind you. Straighten the arms. And bend halfway down. This is a double tricep kickback, holding our chair position. Make sure that your shoulders stay down away from the ears, they're not scrunching up. Abs are braced. Good, getting those arms all the way straight, but not swinging them forward. We have 5 to go. And 4, 3, 2, straighten and hold. Tiny pulses with the arms. Up, 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 up. 5, 6, 7, 8 more to finish this set. 8, 7, 6. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those arms down, stand up out of the legs, roll the shoulders. Excellent job. Step the right foot forward, left foot back. Double up your weights in the left hand. Reaching down, we pull up, straighten back, and down. This is called the Tricep Row. So we row up, straighten the arm, and down. Now, just as we did in our Tai Chi, I want to give you the option to add a little bit of balance. So as you step, or as you lower that arm in front, you'll step the back foot in, and then go back, straighten, step in, back and lunge, row, straighten, step in. Good, you can slow this down so you have your balance. 5 more. 4. Excellent. 3. Ooh, feeling it in that tricep and shoulder. 2. Last one. Step in, relax. Turn to face the other direction. Switch both hands or both weights in your right hand. We pull up, straighten, and coming down. Good. Now you can always leave the balance challenge out and just stay right here in a stationary lunge. Or when that arm lowers down, step in. Elbow up, straighten, step in, step back. There's 4 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. If 2 weights is too heavy, set one down, just go with a single weight. The tricep is the hard part of the movement, that extending straight out. You have 4. 3 more to go. Step. 2 more. Elbow up, straighten. 1 more time. And relax. Nice job. 1 weight in each hand. Come into warrior 2. So we'll turn out the right foot and really widen our stance. So we have the knee tracking over the ankle, the hips forward. And we'll bring the weights together. Come to the chest. Press above the head. Take a side bend. Other side, feel the core working. Then the weights come back down and we lower. Curl the arms. Press up. Side bend towards the bent knee. Side bend towards the straight leg. Bring the weights down and release. Now this can be done without any weight, especially if you're feeling any strain in your back muscles here. Or you can set 1 weight down and hold a single in both hands. Nice job. 4 more reps. Strengthening the back through lateral flexion of the spine. 3 more. Breathing whenever it feels best for your body. Just keep that breath moving. 2 more reps. Lower body's really stationary. This movement can be tiny, tiny. 1 more. Curl. Press. Side stretch. And lower down. Now to switch legs, just pivot this right foot in. Pivot the left foot out. Find your good warrior 2 stance. Shoulders are down. Knee is tracking over the ankle. Weights are together. Bicep curl. Overhead press. Side stretch towards the bent knee. Towards the straight leg. Lower the weights, chest and down. We have 8 repetitions total. Nicely done. So alignment of the spine is really important here, that we're as neutral as we can be in that lower back. So not a lot of arching. Abdominals really engaged. Here's repetition 4. Good job, good job. Feeling the body heating up. We're halfway. Stretch. And just 3 more. Again, you can set those weights down and just do it with your arms. No extra weight. Excellent job. Should be feeling those legs, maybe a little bit of shaking. That's okay. 1 more repetition. Side bend. Side bend. Lower down. And release. Okay, turn both feet in and your abs are braced as we fold forward into a wide leg forward fold. You can set your weights down and relax. And just let your head go, stretching through the backs of the legs, hamstrings, lower back, a little bit into your glutes. Your knees can be bent as much as you need to here. Breathing, breathing. One more breath. And as you roll up, pick your weights up with you. Come all the way up to stand. We'll turn turn towards the top of your mat, step forward, and I have my chair up at the top of my mat to use for a little bit of balance. So I'm going to step my right foot back. We'll do a moving warrior 3. So body is nice and squared. We hinge down to warrior 3, pull back up. Now the weights are just an option to hold. In the strength training world, this movement's called a single leg deadlift. Our prime mover is that standing leg, hamstring, and glute. Now the chair is there, so if you need it for balance, you can set your weights down, and as you come forward, just reach out to the chair and come up. Now I'm moving at a fairly quick pace, but you can slow it way down. One more, down and hold this warrior 3. Hold, hold, hold. See if you can level off your hips a little more. If you have your weights, they're just dangling straight down towards the floor. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And coming up. Ooh, all right, let's switch legs. Grab my weights back again. Now your left foot steps back slightly, lengthening into your warrior 3, and pulling back up. So this standing leg, you do have a little tiny bit of a bend in it. And notice that the spine doesn't change its alignment the whole way through. So physiologically, all you're doing is a hip flexion and extension on that standing leg. If you're struggling holding onto the weights, set them down. Use your chair for balance. Down and up. Now feel all 4 corners of your standing foot pressing into the mat. So that's the inside and outside of your heel and the inside and outside of the ball of the foot. You can slow this down if you'd like. 2 more repetitions. Take this last one down. Hold your warrior 3. Breathe. Holding about 10 seconds. Can you align your pelvis a little more? 1 more breath. And coming up. All right. Setting the weights down, shake out the legs. We are going to hold onto the chair with one hand and then stand on the right foot. Left ankle can wrap behind the right, or you can pick the knee up. You can hold it in tree pose, so any position. We're going to be working on stabilizing this standing ankle. So we lift up, down, up, down. Nice job. In Pilates or ballet, lifting up on the ball of the foot is called a releve. Up, down. Up, down. We need these muscles in our ankle and our calves to be really strong to help us with balance and with our gait. 8 more. 7. 6. Try not to roll out on that ankle. Press into the ball mount of the big toe and the baby toe. 2 more. Up. And up. Excellent. Set that other foot down. We'll switch to the other side. I'm going to turn so I can place my other hand on the chair. So we can wrap the foot behind the ankle. We can lift the knee up forward or come into tree pose. Raise up on the ball of the foot. Releve. Down. This is also known as plantar flexion of the ankle, because the plantar area of the foot is the bottom side, the ball of the foot area. That's why if you have a wart on the bottom of the foot, it's called a plantar wart. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Now for me, I definitely feel this in my calf and ankle, but it starts to move all the way up the back of my leg, even into the glute. As those muscles are in a chain, we have 8 more. 7, 6. Good job, everybody. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out both legs. Come to the top of your mat. Move my chair out of the way a little bit, but you can also use your chair if you'd like for forward bend. Come into mountain pose, nice and strong. We're going to come into Sun Salutation B. Sweep the arms out and up. Sit into chair pose. Hold and breathe. Now check your knees. Make sure they're aligning forward. Your arms don't need to be up. They can be down, heart center, out in front of you. Inhale back up, reach. Exhale, swan dive into forward bend. Hold and breathe. Knees can bend, relax your head. On your next inhalation, come to halfway lift. So the fingertips float up the shin. We create a flat back. Neutral spine. So our back isn't rounded and curved. So shift your pelvis to neutral. You have a small sway in your lower back. And then we'll bring our hands down to the floor or even to your chair. Walk your feet back. Come into downward facing dog. Either holding still breathing, or you can pedal out your feet a little bit to find a deeper stretch through those calves, which is nice because we just worked those during that standing releve work. Now moving through a half series vinyasa, we'll inhale forward to plank. Really find a solid plank, hold and breathe. Your knees can come down to the mat, that's absolutely fine. Level off your pelvis, make sure your butt's not up in the air and your back isn't sagging down. So you have to really focus on the best straight body alignment you can. Now from the knees or toes, lower all the way down through Chaturanga. Keep your elbows close to your body. Inhale into baby cobra. And let's take our hands off the mat. So we strengthen the back, nice and strong. Activate your legs. Slightly tuck your chin so the back of the neck is long. And then press back into the palms of the hands. Push back to either child's pose or downward facing dog. Now in Sun Salutation B, we always include a warrior 1. So let's lift our right leg extended up. Take a step forward towards the top of your mat, plant your back foot at an angle, rise up to warrior 1. Square off your hips. And today in our warrior 1, we'll take a chest expansion. So you can pull the elbows slightly down and back, or we can bring the arms behind the back and open up through the chest. You choose the one that feels best for you. You can also hold onto your yoga strap behind your body. Hold and breathe. Maybe a little bit more of a back bend, lifting the heart up to the sky. And then release those arms. Take a breath in as you stretch up. Reach back down to the mat. Push back to your down dog again. or anytime you need to take a break in child's pose, that's there for you. Try to sink your heels a little lower towards the floor. If you need to bend your knees a lot, that's okay. Keep pressing back away from the hands. Now let's inhale forward to our plank. This time, instead of holding our high plank, we'll take a side plank over to the right side. So we can drop the right knee down, open out into side plank. We can also stack the feet. Couple breaths. And then come back to your high plank. From the knees or toes, lower down, Chaturanga. Now you can take that baby cobra again with your hands off the mat, or we can come into up dog, pressing into the palms, lift the heart forward, activate the thighs, you're up on the tops of the feet. Abdominals engaged. And then tucking those toes back under, lift the hips back into down dog, or take a child's pose. Settle those hips. Tip the sits bones up. Broaden through the shoulders. We'll prepare for our warrior one by lifting the left leg up, stretch it. Take a step forward up towards the hands, planting that back foot at an angle. Rise up to your warrior one. Square the hips forward. You choose your chest expansion. Either our Wonder Woman arms, W arms, or interlace the hands behind your back, or hold your strap behind you. Little small back bend, lift the heart up. Stabilize with the breath, with a strong core. One more breath. And release the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down to the mat. Step back to your down dog. And then we'll glide forward into our high plank and prepare for side plank on the left side. So we can drop our knee down, rotate over, or stack or stagger the feet. Try not to dump all of your weight into that supporting wrist, so lift up a little bit with a strong core. And then come back to your high plank, holding here. Once again, from the knees or toes, lower down to the belly, you can take that baby cobra with your hands lifted off the mat, or press up into your up dog. If you're up here, try to keep your abs engaged so you don't arch your back too much. Shoulders are back and down. All right, let's lift those hips, tuck the toes back under. One more down dog. Press those heels down. Our sun salutation B ends where it began, so you can bend your knees and either walk or jump your feet back up to the top of your mat. Come into forward bend. Let your fingertips glide up the shins to half lift. Nice neutral spine, shoulders are down. Fold back down. Bend those knees a little deeper. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Exhale, come into chair to finish. And press the palms at heart center. And rise up. All right, we're shifting into a seated position. I want you to bring your weights down with you as an option to use those. And if you need a little cushion or blanket to sit on, come down here as well. Now we've got some deep stretches at the end of class. So yoga strap also close by for you. So we're going to come down and sit onto our mat. And then come into a neutral spine position with the arms reaching out. We'll tuck the tailbone under a little bit, C-curve, roll about halfway down, roll back up, and then shift your pelvis to neutral. Tuck under, roll halfway down, and come back up. Now, with these movements, you can also add light hand weights. So it's a little bit of shoulder work here. Tuck under, roll halfway, roll back up, and shift to neutral. One more. Tuck, roll, roll up, shift back to neutral, relax the arms. So this is called a round back in Pilates. So let's come into that again and hold. Tuck under, round back, stay here. We're going to lift the right arm partly up, lift the left arm, roll yourself back up, shift your spine back to neutral and relax the arms. Arms come back up, tuck the tailbone under, roll into round back, right arm lifts, left arm, roll up, come back to neutral pelvis, relax the arms. So repeating that again, or come into modified teaser with one or both feet off the mat. Arms reach, tuck the tailbone, roll, option to lift your feet up. Right arm reaches, left arm. Feet come back down to the ground, roll yourself back up, come back to neutral pelvis, and release the arms down. One more time, with or without the feet off the mat, tuck under, roll back. Right arm, left arm. Feet down, roll up, neutral pelvis, relax your arms. Good, take a break for the shoulders. Right arm comes across, give it a stretch. Left arm comes across and stretch. All right, back to those hand weights. Same exercise, but the arm's going to open to the side instead of forward. So arms are lifted. Tuck, round back, with or without the feet off the floor. Right arm opens, turn. Center. Left arm opens, turn. Center. Feet down, round up. Release the shoulders down. We have 2 more reps. You know your options here. Arms up, with or without weights. Tuck under, round back. Feet are up or down. Turn right, open out. Center. Turn left. Ooh. Feet down, round up. Release the arms down. One more. Tuck, round back, with or without the feet off the mat. Turn. Turn. Feet down, round up, back to neutral spine, lower the arms and relax. All right, we'll be on our back. Have your weights still close by. And move my little cushion here. And bring the weights with you as you come down. Weights are straight up. Knees in tabletop. Alternate extending the legs. We go right, left, right, left. Bracing the core. 8, 7. Now you can go a lot slower and keep one foot on the mat. So we're here. This is an option, touching a foot to the floor. Hold the right leg out, left leg in table. Now, if the left leg in table bothers your back, set your left foot down to the mat instead. Open the arms, chest fly, open, and close together. Now try to imprint your lower back down into the floor. Really brace your abs. 3 more. Breathe. Remember, you can set that left foot down to the mat. 2. 1 more. Hold the weights at the top. Switch legs. You can also set this right foot down. Brace your abs. Shoulders away from the ears. Chest fly. Open and close. Wow, I really feel this core stabilization. 4 more. 3. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold. Both knees come back to table. So we can do this a couple ways. Either set your feet down, knees up in table, legs straight up, or legs lowered at 45 degrees. Open the arms, last set of chest flies. Out and in. You're choosing the one that works best for you today. These are hard with both legs extended out. So you can bend your knees or set your feet on the mat. Last 4, 3, almost there, 2 more. 1 more. Knees come in, feet set down, weights are down next to you. Ooh, let's hug your knees into your chest. Make some circles with those knees. And reverse. Okay, we're going to move into some deep flexibility for the hamstring and for the glute. So setting your feet down, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and we'll pull up into our figure 4 stretch. So I'm going to give you a couple options here. You can stay in figure 4. You can straighten the bottom leg up. You can use your yoga strap to place under the bottom of that foot. And then hold it using your strap. Pull that leg toward you. So you're getting your hamstring as well as the other leg, your glute and piriformis. If you don't have a yoga strap and you can reach your ankle, you can pull that in and hold. So we're going to hold this about a minute and a half. Relaxing through that left hip, right hamstring. Relaxing through your face and through your shoulders. Slowing down the breath. And just about 10 seconds to hold. And then release. All right, we've got the other side to do, so we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh, pulling the knees up for figure 4. And you can just stay here as you are. You can straighten that left leg up. You can use your yoga strap. Lasso it around your foot. It's kind of hard to get it there. And once you have it, it's a great stretch. 90 seconds or so we'll be holding. Now I have both ankles flexed, which is really important for the integrity of your knee. So you're flexing the right ankle to keep this knee from twisting in the hip opener. You're flexing the left ankle to get a deeper stretch through your calf muscle. You can close your eyes and breathe. And if this stretch just isn't working for you, just do the figure 4, or maybe just do the hamstring stretch with your strap. And just about 10 seconds. And then releasing that stretch, lower both feet down. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open. So I'm going to give you the option to stay just as you are, or we can add a deeper stretch on the right leg, taking your yoga strap, bring that foot up, and open the leg out to the side. So I have my left knee open, my right leg open, and I'm countering with my left arm on the mat, and I have my right elbow down, bracing on the floor. And so that yoga strap is acting like a little bit of a sling to support the left leg as we breathe. If you're feeling any strain through the inner thigh, then lift that arm up a little bit more. Take some of the range out of that exercise or out of that stretch. And then we're using our core just a little bit to brace here so that we don't rock over towards that extended leg. Just a few more breaths holding. And then use that strap to help guide the leg up. And then bend the knee, releasing the strap. The bottom of the foot comes back to meet. Both knees are open into Baddha Konasana. And then we can take the left foot into the strap, extend that leg up, and let it open out. Now the core has to brace a little bit here just because the left leg is longer than the right. And so we're creating a little bit of an imbalance in our body weight from right to left. So the core is gently bracing to keep our spine in neutral. And try not to grip this muscle of the left inner thigh. Just let it relax. Feeling supported by the yoga strap. Close your eyes and breathe. And just notice where you're feeling the stretch. What is the tightest place for you in this position? And just a few more breaths. And then very carefully using your arm and the yoga strap, pull that leg back up. And removing the yoga strap. Feet come back together, both knees open in our Baddha Konasana. Hands can come across the belly as we hold and breathe. Now, if you need a little bit of time today in meditation, you can just remain as you are. No need to quickly rise. We're preparing to come back to a seated position. We'll close the knees together, pull them up towards the chest, and then rolling like a ball, grab behind the thighs, rock your body weight forward until you can come all the way up. Might take a couple of tries, or you can roll over onto your side and use your arms to press up. We'll come to a nice, comfortable seated position. Lengthen through the spine, eyes closed for a few more breaths. Bringing our awareness to all that is positive and all that is good. Pressing palms at the heart in our Anjali Mudra, we take this moment to demonstrate our honor and respect and our gratitude. And the light and love that resides within me honors the light and love in each of you. Namaste. Wow, class went by so fast today. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you hopefully for yoga. If anybody is still thinking they'd like to come to the house, I have room available for yoga by the pool. Just send me a little message, text, or email and let me know.